your favorite KCAA shows. That's right. KCAA 1050 AM is now on Instagram. Go get your account.
KCAA Radio, Loma Linda, where no listener is ever left behind.
Welcome, everyone. This is the Real Men of Real Estate Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host today. My name is Marie Antoinette Waite. I am the founder and CEO of Real Men of Real Estate, and we are here every Sunday at 1 p.m. here on KCAA Radio Network. We are live on 1050 a.m., 106.5 FM, and you can also access us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports, and we are here to give you a lot of great information on real estate. Today, I wanted to introduce you to our guest. His name is Justin Westmoreland, and Justin is a representative of a solar company, and he is actually from Arizona. And I've worked with him for several years now, and I'm really excited to bring him to you guys, and you can learn from how he started the solar business. So let's welcome Justin. Justin, how are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing great, Marie. How about you?
I am good. How is the weather in Arizona?
It's very hot still, waiting for it to cool down.
Okay. And do you travel a lot still from Arizona to California?
Yes, I travel out to California a lot. About 2 weeks ago, I was in Santa Barbara and the weather was just perfect. It was like 70 degrees.
Okay. And Justin, tell me, how many years have you lived in Arizona?
I've been out here in Arizona for about 4 years now, and I'm actually originally from Southern California.
Okay. And what did you do before you started the solar company?
I drove trucks. I've been driving trucks for 7 years.
Wow.
Big semi trucks, 53-foot trailers.
Okay. So you have the license. What type of license is that?
It's a Class A.
Class A. Okay. And did it take too long for you to get that license?
I got that license in 1 month.
Okay.
Mm.
And how did you learn how to drive trucks?
I went to truck driving school when I first started, and they just pretty much teach me enough to get the license. And then once I hit the road, that's when the real training began.
Okay. And so, is it paying you good when you were doing the truck driving?
In the beginning, when I started out, it didn't pay so well. Um, uh, for a steady income, after a while, it was a decent income for a normal living.
Okay. And are you still doing it up to now?
Part time.
Okay. So how did you? I know how you started in solar, but I want them to hear it from you. So how did it start for you on the solar?
So I was introduced to it, and I wasn't too sure about it at first. I've never been into sales, um, you know, knocking on doors or all that was pretty new to me. And I also didn't have much knowledge about solar. I did work in solar fields installing beams about 12 years ago. Um, but with residential solar, that was completely new. And so when I joined in the industry, I was able to learn a lot of learning videos, and they were very educational. And then I met other people in the solar industry, and I just asked a lot of questions and did the best that I can to learn from them. They have been involved in it for much longer than I have been. And
Okay. And what made you decide to get into solar, though?
I'm just pretty burnt out on truck driving altogether. I like driving trucks, but being away from home all the time and just having so much of my life consumed in that, I want to be able to have additional streams of income.
Okay. And all right, so you got into solar and you started learning from it by watching videos. And did you have any kind of mentor, or did the company provide you a lot of a coaching?
Yes, they have a lot of coaching, and there's a lot of different mentors. So I've had a couple of them.
Okay.
They're very
And
helpful.
okay, so what happened after that when you started learning? How did you start receiving? How did you start the business?
When I started, I just every single person that I know that is a homeowner, I asked them if they were interested in solar. I I asked about 30 people that I knew until I got my first customer.
Okay. And so, what do you normally tell them about solar?
The utility bills are continuously going up, the rates, and that if they have solar, they're like if they're financing it, their payments will be less than their utility bill. So they'll either have no utility bill or a very small utility bill with a small uh, payment for the solar system, or they can just buy the solar system outright, and then that solar system will produce enough electricity where they're not going to have a utility bill.
Okay. So you give them the information, and then what happened after? If they say, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it," what happens then?
We go over the contract, and then there's a bit of a process. It has to go through a permitting process. Sometimes the permitting process takes time. Um, And then once the permitting process is complete, before the permitting process, there is we do an inspection, a roof inspection. Then it goes into the permitting process. Then after the permitting process, then we schedule an install.
Okay. So then once it's installed, I mean, so how long is this? What's the time frame of getting the permit, agreeing on the contract, signing the contract, and then going through the permit and installation? How long does it take normally to do this?
Um, it takes a different amount of time in different areas. Usually in Southern California, it's about for the most time 2 to 3 months. Here in Arizona, where I'm located here in Bullhead City, Arizona.
Okay.
If everything goes smoothly, it's about 3 months. But sometimes it takes longer than that if there's, you know, anything, if there, something's not passing inspection, or sometimes the county or the city can cause delays.
Okay. And so what's the worst scenario when it comes to the time frame in Arizona?
The longest I've had is 8 months.
Go ahead. Wow, that's pretty long. So
Yes,
how are
it's
you dealing with that with your client if it's taking that long?
I just stay in communication with them through the whole process, and I let them know that I'm there to help them, and with any questions they have, they can reach out to me anytime.
Okay. And
You know,
how is the company working on these problems?
the company's growing so fast that they are trying to keep up with staff. So they're trying to hire more people. They're looking for project managers and to help also speed up the process.
Wow. So they're growing fast. Now, what areas are they covering? Are they only covering Arizona and California? I know that California is covered. So what else are they covering aside from Arizona and California?
I don't have all the states off the top of my head, but I do know they're covering California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, and a few other states.
Wow. So is this company how big is this company? I mean, how large is it? How many employees do they have?
I'm not sure on the exact number of employees they have. but I know as far as sales consultants, there's around 5,000,
Really?
and yeah, 5,000 sales consultants across the US. And I do know that they are the fastest growing residential solar company in the US.
Wow, that is impressive. So, so far, I mean, how long have you been working in this company, and how many clients have you brought in since then?
I've been with this company for a little over a year,
Okay.
and since I work in multiple jobs, I haven't. I've got about 10,
Okay.
around 10.
And so you brought in about 10 clients, and is that a pretty reasonable income for you that you've been part of them for over a year?
Um, it's not to depend on it or be able to not work in other places to rely on it, but the potential is there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm planning on bringing things up a few notches so that way I can at least close a couple deals per month.
Awesome.
And
All right, Justin, we're going to take a break and don't go away. I want to get more information about this. But so you're hearing from Justin Westmoreland from the solar company. And please don't go away. We're going to get more information about solar. This is the Real Men of Real Estate. I'm your host today, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we will be right back.
The toughest part in the lending process is patience. Like I tell all my clients, once you get those keys in hand, it'll all be worth it.
Everything that they said they were going to do, they did. I saved so much money working with First Lending Solutions. I love my new house. I couldn't be happier.
So reach out to me at First Lending Solutions so I can help you get started.
You can contact Defina Miller with First Lending Solutions at 951-973-0123, definamillermortgage.com.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAA radio.com.
You can find us on your dial at 102.3 FM, 1050 AM, as well as 106.5 FM.
Welcome back. This is the Real Men of Real Estate, and I'm your host today, Marie Antoinette Waite. And we were talking about solar business with Justin Westmoreland from Arizona. And Justin, so from our last segment, you were able to share how you got started into solar and that you are able to make some money through it along being a truck, doing some truck driving on the side. So now that you were able to bring in, more or less 10 clients, which is what you shared earlier. So with this, and you're saying that you wanted to expand more, can you tell us more? What are the advantages of a homeowner getting a solar?
The main advantage is saving money. That's what most homeowners want is to reduce their energy costs.
Okay, and how is that? One is I know it will it totally replace the electricity of the house?
It does unless they use more than they normally use. So we try to um, have a certain amount of panels installed that produces enough electricity for what they normally use. Maybe a little bit extra. We try to produce a little bit extra. But if they start using a more electricity than they normally were using the previous year, they could end up with a very small utility bill.
Okay, and if they ended up using more electricity, do they need to just go back and get some more panels?
They can. They can have more panels added.
Okay. And from what know about solar, so once they get solar and replace their electricity usage, then what happens is they're no longer attached to the gas company. Is that right? Or to
No,
electric company? I'm sorry, electric company.
no,
They're not attached, or are they still?
they are still connected with the utility company. And so during the day, when those solar panels are producing electricity, whatever they don't use goes to the utility company and they store that electricity and then they send it back to them at nighttime. So they have that electricity during the night. And they could also have a battery systems installed as well for power outages. So that way they can have power storage.
Okay. So part of it is when they get the panel, they have to have they have an option to get that battery just in case there's an outage.
Yes.
Okay. I see. Now, for the clients that you have had, and they now have solar, did they ever say anything to you in terms of, their experience with the solar?
Yes, they are happy that they're um able to save money, that they're not paying what they were the last summer.
Okay. And is it true that, there's so many years that you have to pay the panels, the solar panels, and then after that you're pretty much free in everything is just you own the electricity, is that right?
Yes,
From what's being produced?
once the system is paid off, then they own the panels.
Okay, and so everything that they use is all literally free.
Yeah, the electricity that's being produced from the panels is free, unless
Oh,
they use that extra amount of electricity that is beyond what the panels produce, then they could get a small electric bill.
okay. So what's the time frame of paying off the solar? What's the normal number of years?
They have different loan options, and but every customer that I've had a couple cash customers, but they usually pick the 25-year loan, and the reason is because their monthly payment is the smallest.
I see. Okay. That makes sense. So they have the options to choose how many years they wanted to make the payment, and they can even pay more to reduce the number of years if they want to, right? It's almost
Yes,
like a
they can.
mortgage home.
Yeah, they can pay it off sooner if they like.
Okay, I see. And for the people that pay cash, literally they don't have any bills after that except for if they exceed the usage of the solar.
Yes.
Okay. Now, my question to you is if they exceed the usage of the electricity, what happens now with the bill? I mean, is it the same rate that they pay the electricity company, or what is the rate?
Um, it should be the same, but I have heard of electric companies trying to charge extra just the fact that they have solar. So they're trying to charge more.
And how significant that is that for the homeowner? I mean, in terms of what
It,
they're
it
paying.
would it would be a small amount because
Okay.
they wouldn't be using a lot of extra electricity because their panels are producing a good amount.
And you said it earlier that you normally make sure that you cover what the normal usage, and you add more you add more just in case they have to use more, right? So you guys
Yeah.
can anticipate it a little bit more.
Yeah, we add a little more panels that will produce more than what they normally use. So that way, if they go over a little bit than what they normally use, they wouldn't end up with the electric bill. But if they use an excessive amount, then they can still end up with the electric bill,
Okay,
a
so
very
they just
small
have to
electric
watch
bill.
it. So they just
And
have to watch the way they use it.
normally they can even turn down their electricity and run the house cooler in the summertime and still be able to save money.
I see. Okay, so is there any other benefits that they can get by converting to solar?
They get a tax credit.
Okay, can you tell us more about that? What is the tax credit that they're getting from it?
So the government pays a tax credit and that helps pay towards the solar system. So they could either use that tax credit towards their solar system, or they can use it for whatever they would like.
Oh, okay. So if they
Yeah.
want to use it to just lower down their balance on paying the solar, they could either also use it for vacation or to invest it on other real estate projects, right?
Yes.
Okay, I see. That's pretty cool. That's a good option. So Justin, so far, how do you feel about the business? I mean, I know that you said that you wanted to expand later. I mean, with all the people that you have brought in, and you're still working part time, and then you're doing this solar. How do you feel about the whole experience with the solar business?
Well, the platform is an amazing platform that they have, and I enjoy being able to help people, and it's also nice to be able to uh, learn about different work and um and be able to I'm drawing a blank, Marie.
That's okay.
You're gonna have to
Uh,
cut out.
yeah, that's okay. But
Okay.
so far, you learn a lot from doing the solar, right?
Yes, I have learned a lot. In the past year, I've learned a lot. And when I started out, I was just, I didn't get a lot of deals in the beginning because um I was still going through the learning process and stuff, and I had to ask a lot of people before I started gaining some customers. And then once I started gaining those customers, then they were giving me referrals. So a lot of the customers that I have, I
Hmm.
didn't have to go looking for them. They were referred to me, and they contacted me, and that's how I got the remaining amount of customers.
Okay.
My last four customers reached out to me and wanted solar, so I didn't even have to look for them.
Wow. So that's a really good business that you have started, that you're
And I
now getting known and people are giving you referrals.
and once I get more time, then I know I can definitely get a lot more customers.
Okay. That is amazing. Well, I'm very proud of your accomplishment so far, Justin, because not a lot of people, do well when they get into a business, and you did everything you can. You tried to learn the business and you understand what the benefits are, and you have helped a lot of people already. And so far, your relationship with the people that you have brought in, I mean, how is that working for you? Is that something that you enjoy doing?
Yes, I enjoy doing it, and it's nice being able to meet different customers and talk with them and be able to help them when they need help.
Okay. Well, I know that you also have an interest in getting into real estate, but I don't want to start this conversation. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to, pick up on our next segment to talk about that interest that you have in real estate. Okay. So,
Okay.
don't go away, everyone. We're going to hear from Justin Moore on solar and also his interest on real estate. This is your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and this is the Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show, and we will be right back.
The toughest part in the lending process is patience. Like I tell all my clients, once you get those keys in hand, it'll all be worth it.
Everything that they said they were going to do, they did. I saved so much money working with First Lending Solutions. I love my new house. I couldn't be happier.
So reach out to me at First Lending Solutions so I can help you get started.
You can contact Defina Miller with First Lending Solutions at 951-973-0123, definamillermortgage.com.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections. Hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAA radio.com.
You can find us on your dial at 102.3 FM, 1050 AM, as well as 106.5 FM.
Welcome back to the Real Men of Real Estate. This is your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and we have our special guest, Justin Westmoreland, who's been doing solar business and also now interested in getting into real estate. So, Justin, share us your interest in wanting to get into real estate. How did that happen and why?
Well, I was introduced to Steve Holgate. He's Vice President of Acquisitions for Coast to Coast Equities, and I've been helping him with land acquisitions. So when they have an area where investors want to do a development, um, there might be land that's not on the market for sale. So my job is to find out who owns that property and get in contact with them and see if they will take our offer for that property.
Okay. So, how did you like that relationship that you started with them?
I really enjoy it. It's very interesting and I've been learning a lot. And Steve Holgate and Steve Matley are very knowledgeable.
Okay, wow. So
So Steve,
you were doing truck driving, you're doing a solar business, and now you're also involved with this company, looking for lands. And so, and you're saying that you also wanted to be licensed on real estate. Is that correct?
Yes, I also want to get my Arizona real estate license. It can also come in handy with what I'm doing with Steve Holgate,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll also be a good way for me to get out of truck driving.
Wow. Okay, so is there any other reason why you're doing all of this? Because you're doing multiple things, but I think you're doing really good on doing them all at the same time. So what is there any other reason why you're doing this?
Yes, I got married a year ago
Okay.
in Nepal, and right now I'm currently waiting for my wife Jamuna to get her U.S. visa. It's quite a long process since COVID happened. They had shut down things, so and they're understaffed, so it's taking time for the process to get completed.
Okay.
But while she's waiting for her visa, I'm trying to get myself in a good position so I can provide a good future for her and my
Wow.
son.
That is
And in trucking, um, it's just not a healthy lifestyle to bring her here, and I'm on the road all the time working, driving trucks. So I'm just trying to go through. I'm right now. I'm in the transition stage. So went from working as a full-time truck driver to part-time, and now getting involved in solar and real estate. I'm just haven't quite made that full transition yet. I'm keeping my trucking job available to kind of keep that steady stream of income while I'm making commission on the side. And then once I can get enough commissions coming through, then I can, and I feel secure, then I can step out of truck driving.
wow. That is awesome. Congratulations, by the way. And is your wife excited to be with you here and starting a new life in United States?
Yeah, she's very excited. She's a registered nurse, and she also has interest in getting involved in real estate.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yes.
The two of you will work together on real estate.
Yes, we would work as a really good team.
Okay. And so if she is a registered nurse, isn't can she, work here as a nurse too?
She does have to do some schooling, not much,
Mm-hmm.
and she has to take some tests. Even though she's a registered nurse, but she's a nurse from Nepal.
Okay.
So,
Wow. Okay. Well, that's awesome. And so Justin, you are really doing well, and I'm really happy to hear everything that you have done. And you've taken the time and the effort to learn all these businesses, and now you're exploring and expanding what you wanted to get into in real estate. So I'm hoping that you're going to do well and make sure that you connect with a lot of great people so you can expand that business that you're getting into and wanting to have a good life with your wife. Okay. Last thing before I let you go, Justin, can you share some of your advice to people that are trying to get into different type of business? Can you share some of your thoughts about it and what you can, advise them to do?
yes, if you are working where you're at and nothing is changing in your life and you're not happy being in that situation, then it's always good to learn about other opportunities out there so that way you can grow and expand and and do what you want to do.
Okay. What about what if they are, they feel like they cannot get out of this situation or the work itself from, if they have a full-time job, what would be the option for them if they're in that situation?
My best advice is try to transition slowly and carefully. You don't want to just quit your job and jump into something that you have no experience doing, because that can end up putting you in a bad situation. So you want to work your full-time job, keep that that steady income coming in. And while you're doing that, on your free time, try to learn other things and build yourself up little by little before you make that full transition. So it's kind of has to be a slow transition, and sometimes it takes time. It doesn't happen as fast as we would like it to. It just takes patience and focus and
Okay.
discipline.
And what about, the kind of work that you have to do within the business? Because I know you deal with so many people. What are some of the things that they need to have in terms of skills when they're in this type of businesses?
Always have good customer service and be respectful and honest.
That is
And
awesome. That's one thing I know about you, Justin. And can you give them some some specific advice or stories that you have done when it comes to customer service?
um, well, I've had one customer on a solar system. The installers were supposed to show up, and they didn't show up that day, and the customer was there waiting for them, and I had a couple issues with that. So I just stayed in communication with that customer. And even though that customer was unhappy about that situation, they
Mhm.
still gave me a referral because they knew that I was there for them through that process, even when things got a little bit rough with the installation process.
Wow, that is awesome, Justin. So part of it is no matter what happens in the business, you need to make sure that you stay in communication with your client. So whatever it is, whatever the situation with the business, your customer
Sometimes
trusts you to do the right thing, right?
So, yeah, sometimes when it comes to this type of work, there's a lot of entities involved. You got the city, you got the installers, you got the project manager, and then myself, the sales consultant. So some things are out of my control. So so the best thing that I can do is make sure that I'm there for the customer and do my part to make sure that they're taken care of.
Okay. All right, Justin, that is such an amazing advice that you have given to our audience or listeners. So, what is the best way that they can get hold of you if they wanted to connect with you when it comes to getting solar? What is the best number to get a hold of you?
The best number to get a hold of me would be on my cell phone, and that is 858 243 2869.
Can you please
85
repeat that again, Justin? Because a lot of people are driving, and I want to make sure that they are able to catch it.
That's 858 243 2869.
Okay,
Eight,
and what about your email? Is there a way that they can email you too?
yes, Justin Westmoreland 87 at gmail.com. That's JustinWestmoreland 87 at gmail.com.
Wow.
Justin Westmoreland 87
Okay.
at Gmail.
Thank you so much, Justin, for sharing your information to us. I am very, thankful for your time here because I know a lot of people are, looking for opportunities out there. And one thing that I know is you were able to benefit from doing several projects like the solar and even getting into the real estate land development project. And you have gone in and learned from it, and now you're benefiting from, taking the time and effort of getting into it. So I thank you for all the information you have shared with us, and hope you have an amazing week, Justin. Okay.
Thank you, Marie. Same to you. I
Yes.
appreciate that.
All right. Okay, everybody. Justin is going to leave us now, and We're going to be right back after this commercial. Don't go away. This is the Real Men of Real Estate. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade.
The toughest part in the lending process is patience. Like I tell all my clients, once you get those keys in hand, it'll all be worth it.
Everything that they said they were going to do, they did. I saved so much money working with First Lending Solutions. I love my new house. I couldn't be happier.
So reach out to me at First Lending Solutions so I can help you get started.
You can contact Defina Miller with First Lending Solutions at 951-973-0123, definamillermortgage.com.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAA radio.com.
You can find us on your dial at 102.3 FM, 1050 AM, as well as 106.5 FM.
Welcome back to the Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show. This is your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and we are here on KCAA Radio Network, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time. You can reach me at 951-378-5316 if you have any questions at all on our radio show. I am very proud to have three amazing radio hosts that runs this show every Sunday. We have Patrick France, who is a note investor, and he provides a lot of great information on how to bring your knowledge on the note investing. We also have Dan Reddick, who is the president of the San Diego Creative Investors Association, and he has a lot of members that he brings into the show for so many different topics like multifamily, rehab, wholesale, you name it. He's got all the experts in the industry. And lastly, we have Thomas F. Chappelle Jr., who is the host and also the president for the Black Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Club. He has thousands of members in that organization, and he's also bringing a lot of great professionals in the radio show. And Real Men of Real Estate is a great group of guys that are really reaching out to all of you, making sure that you have the information that you need in order to make the right decisions when it comes to real estate investing or real estate buying. So make sure that you tune in every Sunday at 1 p.m. here on KCAA. We are also available on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app under Building Solid Foundation channel. So when you go into this distribution, make sure that you look for Building Solid Foundations channel in order to see all our shows. We have tons of TV talk shows there. We also included the Finest Women in Real Estate TV talk shows. We have other shows like the Business Doctor TV shows, and the Building Solid Foundation has a radio talk shows hosted by the owner, Steve Matley. Steve Matley is currently the president of the Coast to Coast Equities, and they do a lot of real estate land development projects. I've worked with that company, and they're very reliable. They have years and years of experience. And if you are interested in learning more about real estate, and sometimes he covers other topics like health and wellness, those are really good information that you can tap into. And their show is every Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. And they also repeat it on Sunday at 2 p.m., right after the Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show. I also want to make sure that you know that I run the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. And would like for you to support that too. I bring a lot of different professionals from different industries, and I think it's such a fun show. Like, you can listen about finance, foundation, fund, friends, you name it. There's a lot of different topics in the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. But again, this is the Real Men of Real Estate. Very happy that we had a great guest today. His name is Justin Westmoreland. If you missed it, you can again go back to the KCAA we have our audio recordings there. You can also go back to our channels like Roku TV, Amazon, and you'll be able to listen to his interview. So Justin was a solar representative from the state of Arizona, and he provides solar services to people all over U.S. I believe he mentioned California, Texas, Florida. I'm sure there's other states that he wasn't able to share with us, but you can definitely connect with him. My number is 951-378-5316. If you miss his number, I can definitely connect you to Justin. He's got a lot of great information on solar that he provided to us today, and his journey of getting into the solar and real estate is actually amazing. And I believe that, all of us have the opportunity to really take advantage of what's around us. Real estate industry is such a great industry to be a part of because of all the things that you can do. And you can be successful in the real estate as long as you understand how to work with people and really learn the business, get the right training from the companies that you're going to be involved with, and make sure that you just do a good customer service in the real estate. So, branding is the key. People need to really trust you, and always be honest about your business, and you'll be okay in the real estate. Anyway, I myself have been in the real estate industry for many years, and I've worked with so many people in the industry. All the guys that are in the Real Men of Real Estate are very credible, and they're amazing to work with. So definitely listen to them, learn from them, and be ahead of the game. We are here every Sunday at 1 p.m. So don't forget, we will be bringing you a lot more people. If you are a real estate professional and you're interested in hosting a radio show and you want to be a part of Real Men of Real Estate, come and talk to me. I would be interested in talking to you about being a part of this show, because I'm always looking for people that are good in educating people on real estate. My number again is 951-378-5316. And if you have any questions, anything on real estate or anything about the radio show, please give me a call or text me. My number again is 951-378-5316. And my email is marie@finestwomeninrealestate.com. Now check out our website, realmenofrealestate.com. You will see all our radio shows in there and all the people that we have had in this group. We're very excited to work with you or talk to you or just educate you with whatever questions you may have. And I think that would be a great opportunity for you to do. So anyway, have an amazing weekend, you guys. This is, again, the Real Men of Real Estate. Make sure that you watch the next show, which is the Building Solid Foundations, and also the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. And we will see you again next week.